April 2019, a new written filing procedure was laid down for composition dealers. Form CMP-08 was introduced in April 2019 and was made applicable from financial year 1920. So, what is this Form CMP-08? Who needs to file it? What is the due date for filing this form? Do you have lots of questions around Form CMP-08? Worry not. Let me help you with it. Hi everyone, I am Bhavna and from ClearTax. Today, let's discuss Form CMP-08 in detail. So, what is Form CMP-08? A composition dealer will use this form, which is a special statement-cum-challan to declare the details or summary of his or her self-assessed tax payable for a given quarter. It also acts as a challan for making payment of tax. A composition dealer is a dealer who has been registered under the composition scheme laid down for both supply of goods as well as services. In addition to Form CMP-08, a composition dealer will also need to file his or her annual return via the revised format of Form GSTR-4 by 30th April following the end of a specific fiscal year. So, who should file Form CMP-08? A taxpayer who's opted for the composition scheme has to file CMP-08 in order to deposit payments every quarter. To know about the conditions for opting the composition scheme, please click on the links provided in the description box below. Now, let's look at the due date for filing Form CMP-08. It must be filed on a quarterly basis on or before 18th of the month succeeding the quarter of any specific fiscal year. Now, let's look at the penalty for not filing CMP-08 within the due date. In case a taxpayer fails to furnish his or her return on or before the due date, he or she will be liable to pay a late fee of Rs 200 per day for every day of delay. That is, Rs 100 per day under CGST and Rs 100 per day under SGST. IGST Act prescribes an amount equal to the late fees for CGST and SGST Act, that is Rs 200 per day of delay. Late fee charges will be subject to a maximum of Rs 5,000 from the start of the due date to the actual written filing date of the taxpayer. So, how can a taxpayer fill this form? Step 1. A taxpayer has to enter his or her GSTIN details. Step 2. Once the GSTN number is entered, primary information such as the legal name and trade name will be autofilled. The same statement will be updated for the ARN, that is the application reference number, and date of filing once the payment is done. Step 3. The third table of the form will have information and summary of the self-assessed tax liability. A taxpayer will need to provide details such as outward supplies on which tax is payable by him, including the inward supplies on which tax is payable on a reverse charge and cases of imports. Apart from this, the tax payable on these and the interest paid, if any, should be reported. Step 4. In the final step, a taxpayer has to confirm that he or she has verified all the details that have been entered by signing the form. So now, let's look at a few key pointers a taxpayer needs to be aware of. A taxpayer can file a nil return if his or her total tax liability is zero for a given quarter. A taxpayer will be liable to pay interest as well as a penalty in case he or she misses the written filing due date. Tax liabilities are inclusive of adjustment in relation to advances, credit notes, debit notes, or any rectifications. For more information, you can visit our detailed page on Form CMP-08. You can find the link to this page in the description box below. If you like this video, please do like, share and comment, and do subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get a notification every time we upload a new video. Stay tuned for more updates.